Hi, I'm Karen Peters, website marketing consultant. This is a short presentation on whether your website is working for your business, why you need to pay more attention to it and see it as an asset rather than a liability, because your website should be an asset. If it's not at the moment, then we can turn it around. So here's a number for you, 97%. Marketers should know what that is, but if you don't, it's actually 97% is actually the number of people who are not yet ready to buy, which means only 3% are ready to buy. So 97% is actually the percentage of people that you're targeting. That's your target audience. They're the ones you need to convince that your services, your products, are what people should be buying and not your competitors. So what does a business website do for you? I tell you what it isn't. It's not an extension of your business card. You know, people set up a business and they go, get my business cards. Oh, and I need a website. Oh, and I need a website? Oh, no, not and I need a website. It's, I need a website. Oh, and I need some business cards. It's not an extension of your business card. Your website is not an extension of your business card. It's not. Gone are the days when the yellow pages used to be so thick you used to put your telephones on top of it. The yellow pages are now just a thin pamphlet. Your website is the place where people will go to find out about you and the services and products that you offer. It's so much more than just a business card. So what does it do? Okay, here we go. I've got 6 things. These are the important things. First of all, it markets your business. It markets your business. It's online. It's digitally marketing your business for you. You're telling people what you have, what you offer people, how you can help people. Marketing. It's also selling your business. It's a sales tool. Because once they arrive on your website, you should be encouraging them to do something, to do a call to action, whether that's to generate a lead for you in them downloading an ebook or subscribing to your newsletter, or you're giving them something away for free to be able to sell to them, or just purchasing a product. It's a sales tool. And it's on a global scale now. It's the internet. It's the World Wide Web. People can find you. People can find you. I was aware of somebody told me that a lady who sold makeup for the over 50s, great niche market. Somebody in America saw her website and boom, her business just expanded. So don't think is that, it's just local, and it may be just local, but if you've got something that you think could be an international success for you, this is how somebody could find you. It doesn't sleep. Your website doesn't sleep. It's with you 24/7. It's working 24/7 for you. It doesn't sleep, which means while you're sleeping, you should wake up the next morning, you should have a new sales lead. It should be working for you. And it's with you for the life of your business. For as long as you have your business, you will have your website. You may have different versions of it, you may upgrade it, but it is with you for the life of your business. And finally, I did a similar presentation a couple of years ago, and a lady at the end came over to me and she said, "Karen, I know what your website is." And I thought, okay, what is it? And she said, "It's an online receptionist." And I went, you're right, it is, isn't it? She said, "Yeah." I said, "What made you say that?" She said, "Because I used to be a receptionist." So she immediately saw how the two linked. How businesses are so much more online now is that it has to be your receptionist. So how much would you employ someone to do all that for you? Well, you couldn't get someone to stay awake. You might be able to get them to, video phone a few countries, but they couldn't get around all those countries. You couldn't get someone to market and sell you. It works for you 24/7. You couldn't employ someone to do that, and yet it's doing it for you. So how much value are you adding to your business by having a website? It's an asset, not a liability. If it's a liability, then it's not working for you. Your business website should welcome you to your company. Now, when I say that, I don't mean welcome to my company. Don't have that on there. But it should feel like it's welcoming that person, like they've landed on the right site, on the right page. And it should represent your branding, but you know, your logo isn't the be all and end all, even if you have spent £500 on a logo. That as you grow will become your branding, and that's fine, but don't, make sure your website is the forefront and not just your logo. It represents your business goals, your company ethos. It should be all about what you do to help people, what makes you special for them. But you must have your business goals in there. You've got to have your calls to action. And it guides your clients towards products and services that you offer. Make sure your navigation's right. As I said earlier, it's like, make sure you navigate 2 or 3 clicks and you should be where you need to be. And it provides a solution to their questions. That's why they've come. They've typed something in. They're looking for the solution. And your website should be able to provide that. So if you get it wrong, could damage your business reputation? Well, it could. Let's assume is that I'm at a network meeting, I'm banging on about websites and how passionate I am about them and how it's a massive asset for you, and then somebody says to me, well, what services do you offer? And I go, website marketing review, that's the best one, that's the one that you want. And they go, okay, fine, all right then, great. And then obviously you run out of time, you're talking about it, you move on to somebody else, but that person goes, you know what, I've got Karen's business card, I'm just going to go and look on their website. And imagine for one moment that I didn't have all the information that I spoke about. Or I had it so embedded in a few pages down in my website that people couldn't navigate to it. And they go, God, Karen banging on about this website marketing review, and I just can't find it. Do you know what? John over in Bracknell, he does something similar. I'm just going to see whether he's got something on his website. And that person goes to the website, and sure enough, something similar to me is there, and then they decide to go with it. I've just lost a potential customer to one of my competitors. And I've banged on about it, for God's sakes. So what that means is you won't make additional revenue. If your website is not doing what it's supposed to do, you're not going to make that additional revenue, and therefore it will become a waste of investment. It does become a liability, and it's no longer an asset for you. My job is to make it an asset for you. So how do you know if you've got it wrong? Measure it. Measure. Always measure things. You should be not just measuring, how well your website's doing, but you should be measuring all of your marketing. Everything that you do, you should be able to measure it. The best way to measure your website, Google Analytics. It's free, and chances are your web designer has already linked it, and you just need to go in and have a look and check out what's happening. Bounce rate is the one you need to look at, and returning visitors. So if your bounce rate is, over 60%, 70-80%, then people are leaving your website, and you've got to think about why they're doing that. Because what you don't want to do is drive more traffic to your website unless it's already converting the visitors you have. Think about that. If it's not converting, stop wasting any more money by driving traffic to it. Get someone to have a look at your website. Even if it's not me, get someone to look at your website, see what's happening on it, see why you may be losing those visitors and it's not converting. When you get that right, then start driving as many people to it as possible. I just want to talk to you about the types of visitors, and I don't mean your target audience. These are the type of visitors that make up your target audience. So pay attention to this one, because not every visitor thinks like you. So there are two main types. There's your cautious information browser. They aren't ready to buy, they want more information. They so need more information, they need to talk to their mates about it. They need to go online and look at various reviews, plus look at various websites, and probably in a month's time they'll make a decision. Because they're cautious. They are not going to part with their money, likely. And then you've got your busy browsers. Now, your busy browsers are completely the opposite. They just want to go in, find the information fast, get out. Check another website, go in, find the information fast, get out. They may do that one other time, so 2 or 3 websites they may go to, and then make their decision. Because they haven't got time, they haven't got time to look around, they're busy people. So your website for both of those has to make it easy for both of those types of people. So if you've got testimonials, good reviews, put that on there. Help your cautious information buyers. But likewise, if you've got your busy buyers, break things out. Put things in simple bullet points to be able to ensure that they know what they're looking for and they can find the information just as quickly. And then they become your cautious information buyers and your busy buyers. And again, you need to make sure is that everything's speedy for the busy guys, and that you're given a nice warm, soft, you've come to the right place, the checkout process is easy, this is your refund policy, here's your money back guarantee, all those type of things for your cautious buyers. So what will cause visitors to leave your website? Well, here's some very simple ones. Obtrusive use of video or audio. I have to admit this is a bugbear. Unless you have a landing squeeze page of which you are directly marketing somebody, only then should you have audio switched on, audio automatically set to play. If it's just on your website, don't do that. The same with sound. If you've got sound on your website, switch it off. People haven't come for the sound, they come for the information. And if they're in the middle of the office and they shouldn't be on the internet, everybody will know. So you've just embarrassed a potential client. So please, autoplay off. The other thing is dense content. It's not scannable. Dense content, that's not content that's not scannable. Break up your content. Make it easy for people to find the information that they've come for. If they can't find it, they will just leave. Poor navigation. 2-3 clicks tops for people to be able to find the information they've come for. Don't embed it deep down into your website if it's important information. Make it easier. Put some hyperlinks in amongst the text so that people can actually find the information that they're looking for. A final thought, conversion, because that's what your website should be doing. It should be converting either into leads or into sales, but it should be converting visitors. So let's assume you've got 1,000 visitors a month, and that could be quite a bit for some people, for some businesses. But if you just converted 2%, bearing in mind the average is 1, but if you could convert 2% as 20 visitors a month with an average spend of £20, that's £400 a month. That's £400 a month, £480 a year that your website is generating for you. That surely is a return on investment. But if you could just increase it by another 1%, that would give you an extra £2,500 a year nearly. £7,000 a year in total that your website could be generating just on its own. It sends you the information. It says, somebody's purchased. Fantastic, I'll send the product out. Somebody's contacted you, signed up to your newsletter. Fantastic, I'll add them to my mailing list. And then you can target them separately. for your email campaigns. But this is what a website must be doing for you, otherwise don't bother having one. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and if I can be of a service to you, then by all means contact me.